52.
Hello, hello, hello. We started with 52, which is, of course, the answer to the universe plus 10. Hello, everybody. It's weird because it's Tuesday, but we're live, but that can only mean one thing. I am Kevin. We are Dirty 20 Gaming, and it is time for a screenshot, which is where somebody other than me sits in the top corner of this screen and calls all the shots and deals with all the stuff and deals with all the cats that are in this room that refuse to be herded. And I get to be one of those cats. So this is good for me all around. With that, quick introduction of tonight. The game we're going to be playing tonight is one I believe only one of us has ever actually played before, right? Yeah, I think so. And absolutely no one has ever DM'd it before out of this group. So that's excellent as well. So it is called Masks. There's a whole multiple iterations of it. I believe this one is actually, Scar, this is officially Masks something.
Masks, a new generation.
A new
I
generation.
believe there's
right?
only the one, actually.
Although I was looking it up on Drive-Thru RPG, where you should all go and buy this immediately. It's a really interesting system, a lot of fun. Nobody ever dies; you just get lots of conditions. But there are a number of books and expansions that go along with it. So, yeah, it's called Masks. The author, well, the game designer's name is on the overlay there. There are, I believe, 17 people involved in the production of that game. So it's a very interesting team way to do it. But that's the game. We're using Roll20 for our virtual tabletop. You can see it in the channel there. We are also using people because you really difficult to roleplay without people. So these people, we got some new people and some people that have been here before. I'm going to start with the before people, so we can work to the new people and then the host as we work around the table here. So let's start with, I'm just looking by pure number of appearances. I think we start with Nick. Nick playing Fortune for us tonight. Thank you for joining us for one of these. Tell us a little bit about what you do when you're not here.
Thank you. When I'm not here, I'm on the Discord, but what I do for the actual things that I do is I'm a full-time student and hopefully going to graduate in May, which I'm really excited for, and also a little nervous, but that's a May problem. But also I am a DM for a game that one of my players is here, so I can't spoil too much. And in addition to that, I am a player in the Sunday game, which is run by Kevin, who is somewhere else on the screen, not in the corner where he usually is.
Yes, I'm in my happy place. I am almost as far away from the top corner of this screen as I can be. But thank you so much, Nick, for joining us for this. I want to see your take on a superhero. This should be fun. Speaking of teenage superheroes, how's that for a segue? Sans, hello. How you doing?
I'm good.
You are definitely second most appearances on this show. You also are one of only two people that's been in that chair before. You did 10 candles for us just a couple weeks ago. So quick question before we find out where we can find you. How long did it take to recover from that?
Oh, God.
We chased you around the block. We chased you around the trailer park a couple times on that one.
Oh, yeah. Not so much y'all, just the monster. More
Oh, yes.
Going like a week and a half.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh. Well, then, during that week and a half, where did you go to get away from your monster? Oh, look at me segueing like a madman over here.
So, of course, I'm over at the Prolonged Engagement,
Nice.
which is going through a giant upheaval in
A
plans.
reheave. I love that word. I'm writing that down. That's getting used somewhere.
I think a reheave is what happens when I get really sick.
Because things are changing over there. I can't say too much about it at the moment because I'm working on a couple new projects, including one I might be acting in, which...
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep us in the loop. Again, the Discord, I put the link over there. You can keep track of what all these people are doing over in the shameless self-promotion channel that we have on our channel. So
once that's actually able to be talked about, I can.
Absolutely. We will see it then. Until
then. I also have the Scar Adventurer blog writing.
Yes. So. Perfect. Yeah, that's one of the best parts about being an actor is you get to go, I can't tell you.
Got these cool things, but you'll never know.
That may never happen, but I don't care because I get to
It's
say,
happening,
I
unfortunately.
can't tell you. Yeah. Oh, I'm working. I can say it again. I can't tell you. I still don't have a segue. Luna, you're next. You have been here the next number of times in the order that we're doing this. Thank you for joining us again. Where can we find you elsewheres?
Well, I'm also on the Scarred Adventure blog eventually, when I eventually draw things for it. But anyway.
There's a lot of that over there. Yeah.
There is. So much of it.
Yeah.
That's why you guys all get along so well.
I mean, it isn't chunk if it's also me now at this point. Which is just...
Together, we all make maybe one functioning person. It's fine.
That's all any one room ever needs. One functioning adult is more than enough for any room. I've been in rooms with 300 people and I had no functioning adults. So
it sounds like just politics.
I was thinking high school, but
aren't they almost the same thing?
Pretty much. Except when you get voted in and when you get voted out, I guess would be the difference there.
Yeah.
And are you in other games as well try to get something remotely close to back on track?
Not in any other games, but I am. No streamed games. I'm in other games, but they're not.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
They still count. The real world still counts, even though none of us have seen it in months.
Yeah. With more digital stuff, though, I'm on Instagram as well under colors_echo. So that's a fun time. I'm trying to post consistently.
Yep.
There.
It is.
So.
It is tough. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I do this with all of you people, because if I tell 5 people to show up, then I have to show up and I can't put it off. So, yeah. It's a good trick.
That's fair enough.
Doesn't always work, but it works more often than it doesn't. And now there's 2 left, and one of them he's totally destroyed the order that I'm going in because I've worked with him more than I've worked with anybody else, but there's reasons he's last. Next is one of the brave people. This is one of the people that just said yes when we said, would you like to come on stream with us? You've seen us perform like a little bit before on other channels or doing stuff, but would you like to come and play with us? And they said yes. So I would like to welcome Lanny to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. And also, I would like to say our first VTuber, but not. You're actually our third. So we're ahead of that curve.
I'm also not really a VTuber, but
that's true.
I have a bit of creative artistic sense, and it's like, it's just sitting in front of a bunch of people can be a little overwhelming.
Absolutely. So I love this tech.
To make things a little more relaxed.
Yep.
I led with art instead of reality. Because
absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, I love this is what I like the virtual avatars for, is it gets more people into gaming because it gives you some place to show who you are without having to show
and I can wave
who you are.
Yeah.
But where in the social worlds can we find you? I didn't even ask before the show. So
well, as mentioned, I have a lot of creative intrigue. The fact that I made this character in like a day, and from what I can see, it looks a lot more purple to you than it does to me. I find that interesting. But
I like purple.
Yeah, purple's a good color. I also have done a lot of photography and travel, and I've shown you some of those pictures.
Yeah.
But what I do a lot of late has been writing. I've written a trilogy, and it's half published right now.
Nice.
Which 244 chapters at 3,250 words per chapter is like somewhere in the bucket ton.
Yeah, that is an official bucket ton. That is an amazing amount of.
And what is it called?
So
I can write it down and then look for it.
that's probably better to share with the aforementioned where Kevin likes to direct everyone's attention. The
Head to the
Discord.
Discord. Yep, absolutely. Head to the Discord, and we'll see. Make sure you put it in self promotion there later tonight. Discord does not work, and it's rude. There we go. That's better. Thank you so much for that. And yes, it's a good reminder. Everybody, you can find all of these people, track them down in the best possible sense, and not in a stocky sense at all, over at the Discord channel, which is probably the most supportive place you're ever going to find on the internet. Just saying. Which brings us to... This might take a while. This guy and I have played together joyously, wondrously, and marvelously for like 3 years now. I have had the pleasure of seeing him play half a dozen different characters in 2 or 3 different systems. There has been amazing days, and there have been days where the world fell apart, exploded, and blew up on stream. And we friggin' dealt. It is a pleasure and an honor to be invited to this game by one Scarred Adventurer. First, tell us where we can find you elsewhere before we get into this game.
The easiest place to find me is always the scarredadventurer.com, which or someone else will put into the Discord the chat. Someone did that already. Thank you, Mudkip. But still, that is the easiest place to find me. You can also find me very other places under the same name. Not Twitter, though. Twitter, it's the Scarred Venture, because there just aren't enough letters in the Twitter names to allow me to name what I want to name myself.
140 characters is off. It's like a straitjacket to me. I mean, I can hardly do it.
I think it's way more than that now, isn't it?
Not for regular Twitter.
Oh, okay. Then whatever. But still, yeah, no, that is the best place to find me. And
many other people.
And many other people. I have been taking a bit of a creative break at the moment because I've been very sick.
Yes.
I'm getting better, but I'm still not great. Which is why I'm here today. And
well, that
I
gives
also
me
promised to
an
be here.
opportunity. That gives me an opportunity to take a quick second here to talk about this channel and one of the things about this channel. Those of you that are watching or are going to watch in the future, if you've watched in the past, there's more sort of empty boxes on this channel than there are on some other channels. And some nights shows don't go out at all. And I wanted to be really clear. It's not because we're lazy assholes and we didn't get a show out that night, or somebody just, flaked on us. The absolute central policy that this channel is built around is if it's too stressful, don't do it. If it's not fun, don't do it. If you have something else you need to deal with, do that. So when you see the spaces here on some nights, or you see a show that didn't go out, know that it's because somebody needed that time. And we'll see them all next week, or the week after that, whenever they're ready, or I'm ready, because sometimes it's me, to come back. Before I get too kind of emotionally loaded about that, let's switch back to this, because this is going to be ridiculous. Teenage superheroes, well, no, teenagers with superpowers have to figure out how to be heroes. And to take us down that road, playing masks, I'm going to hand it back over to the Scarred Adventurer. Let's go.
So as mentioned before, we are playing Masks New Generation. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we are going to start off the channel's first time playing this game with How Heroic Can You Be? So let's get started.
Yes, please.
So we open upon the wonderful Edgewood University. Go Edgelords! To see, and it's just a lovely campus full of people, and kind of all ages, shapes, nationalities, everything, because, this is a very nice, inclusive university. But the university does have a secret side to it, a super heroic side. And that is where we meet our characters. They're sitting in their ethics class, and unfortunately, everyone else in the class has left, and it's just the 5 of them in the class sitting there. And then we come across to a professor, Professor Scintilla. Yes, looking at them and chewing them out for being such terrible students. Just, he looks at each of them and says very clearly, "Look, you guys are the worst in your class. And I'm especially ashamed of you, Aura, but we'll get to that later."
I'm sorry.
Anyways, I'm giving you one last assignment before you completely and totally fail my class and have to take it again. So, I am sending you off to the superpowered nuclear warehouse. Yes, I recognize how ridiculous that sounds. The dreaded villain, the Phantom Sphinx, and his group of lesser villains are going in to steal from the warehouse nuclear superpowered agents. So it's about time you guys all hop onto the bus and head out. Any questions? Good. Go.
Which
But
bus?
that was
I don't know. You guys have phones. Check it out on your The address is 1234567 Roper Street.
so. What exactly happens if we don't pass this test you have set for us?
You fail. And
I
you have to take
understand
this
that
class
part. I
again.
fail a lot. What happens when we fail?
You have to take this class again.
But I didn't get it right the first time. Why would I get it right the second time?
You know, we here at Edgewood believe in second chances. I don't, but apparently the rest of us do.
Well, I don't want to do this again. It's very boring.
Exactly, and I don't want to do it again either. That's why you have this one last chance.
I have one more question.
What is it, Norm L?
I am wondering, do I have to care?
No. It's an ethics class.
Excellent, then I am fine. And I stand up and head out the door, flipping through my. We're set in modern times, right?
We're set in modern times.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm flipping through my phone because I would guarantee he doesn't have a car. So he's got the bus pass thing where it shows you exactly where the bus is on its current route. Yeah.
Did we already establish who's the leader?
Yes.
In the scene?
Unfathom.
Yes. The leader of your group is Unfathomable.
I thought that the whole point of this was to teach us how to do hero stuff, not to just set us up to fail over and over again.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I don't
Well-
understand.
Well, a good part of learning how to be a hero is on-the-job training.
I've already done. Oh, okay, all right.
And so if we set you up to fail again and again, that's because you keep failing.
But it is this Spavine Sphinx we are looking for.
The Phantom Sphinx, you know, he's a tall white dude, big long beard.
Do we
You
have
know,
a
I guess you'd
picture?
call him classically handsome. And a little Gandalf looking.
Professor, wouldn't it just be easier if you gave us like how he would look with your telepathic ability?
I guess. It just, it takes a little out of you. It's just, okay.
Don't you put that thing in my head, eh?
And so
No,
an image of the Phantom Sphinx is beamed into all of your heads.
I don't like it.
He looks like a pharaoh, but a white guy trying to be a pharaoh. So it looks horribly racist and just
He's
like
even
all
got
the
a
wrong kinds of
sunburn.
things.
All right, I guess we're doing this then.
I guess because it is an ethics class, we should not steal from the nuclear power plant area we are going to as well.
No,
I shouldn't have to dignify that with an answer.
Do I get
Yeah,
to bring
but
the car?
but now you know.
Do I get to bring the car?
I guess. You know, as long as you don't take my car.
No, I'm going to use that one that you keep remaking for us every time somebody breaks it.
Yeah, I mean, what was the last thing? Someone grew hemp in the back seat?
I lit
I
it on
don't
fire
know.
to get rid of it. It almost worked.
I'm just driving. I don't know what they're doing back there.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to worry about it.
I'm beginning to worry more and more about this. Maybe you shouldn't go.
Oh no,
But
we
will
should
you
go, and we
pass
should
us?
go now before the speedo rides up. He starts adjusting like all in like a yellow onesie, and then to cover his shame, he's just got like a red speedo.
You know what? Let's just go to. Okay, I'm going. Going
Yeah,
to,
yeah. There's
Going-
nowhere to
going
look.
might be
There
the-
is nowhere to look.
So, Unfathom, what's the plan?
We steal a car. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Roper Avenue and defeat the Phantom Sphinx.
Roper Street!
Streets. All right then.
Okay, you're giving me
Fire
directions.
transportation.
I'm not gonna look at stupid phone while driving.
If we are stealing something, let's steal something big. Let's get a bus.
We
Eh,
acquire something. We do not steal.
Tortoise, can you make sure to
that makes
actually
life easy.
watch them in the back this time?
I make no promises.
I didn't figure.
We haven't even got out of the university yet.
No,
You guys are all still in the
we're in
classroom.
the class.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
one of us left the classroom. I think normal.
I got as far as the door, but then got sucked back into the conversation. So,
Yeah, no, I just left. I'm headed to the bus.
yeah.
The entire time you're talking about this and stealing a car, you notice Professor Scintilla taking notes.
Yeah, I said I have a car,
This
but
is
she
how we
likes calling it
acquire
a stealing car.
We do not steal a car.
I have learned an important thing. It is only bad if you get caught. Let us talk outside.
And we got
Exactly,
caught
Mom's
last
right.
time.
I get
Before
caught a
that.
lot.
Let's get on the way.
Yeah, so headed outside.
Okay.
Yes,
I
as
always
you-
there is the weirdos at the bus stop, and it's me.
I thought we're taking our car. And I'm
It's
driving
big
again.
enough for all of us.
Yeah. It's designed for all 5 of us, and it keeps being redesigned for all 5 of us.
Hey, it's your funeral. All right, let's go with the car.
Well,
I mean,
no, I think the biggest benefit is even though Scintilla keeps having me rebuild the thing every time you guys wreck it, it's at least cheaper than fixing a car.
well, I mean,
And this is
stealing
why you're
a car
driving?
is fun, but all right.
I'm not certain about how well you guys would be at actually driving this thing. So at the very least, driving might get us there in half an ounce better of a condition than would be otherwise.
Oh,
I will not
transportation,
be.
not bad.
I will not be driving. I am going to be surfing, and I jump up. This keeps trying to sneak into Guy's accent. That's really Belgian and French are
Yeah, I hear
really too close. I should have picked something else. But I am choosing to surf there, and I jump up on the roof of the car, and I use my powers
Yeah,
to press
yeah, whatever.
myself down on the car. My gravity manipulation powers. So I'm urban surfing on
two
a
large
stationary
dents
car. Yeah,
kind of
dunk, dunk.
appear in the roof of the car.
Yeah, that's after class.
Fortune, can you give direction? I really don't feel like it. I'm gonna sleep in the back.
Directions?
Can everyone roll a just for the sake of this? Can everyone roll and assess the situation?
What do you want us to use?
Where's my character?
It's in your character. It should be superior.
Okay.
There's my character. Oh yeah, I don't assess well. Yep.
Mm.
Oh, didn't roll. Hang on.
That's that.
All right. So everyone with the exception of Aura and Tortoise. And everyone else gets the weird, vague feeling that they're being watched by someone. But both Tortoise and Aura can actually see Professor Scintilla staring out from behind the corner of the university building, taking notes still.
It's fine.
Tortoise,
Fine.
don't worry. He's telepathic. He's hearing us all anyways.
That doesn't
Who's
put
he?
me at ease as much as you think it does.
I wonder if I want. Damn it! This accent is going to kill me.
As you work on that accent, I must
Yes, please do.
roll bulls for hounds.
Alright.
Can we go very quickly? I look stupid standing up here on the stationary car.
Maybe you should just waited until we started the car.
Maybe you should have
Rip.
started the car when I started the show. Da-da, da-da, and he starts
Maybe
screaming
Aura
like
could have told one
surfing
of us
music.
how to start the car.
Yeah. The car though is mostly of the design of the kinds of superpowers that I share with the professor. So the entire design of the car looks normal, but is actually kind of an elemental type design. So while it's got a steering wheel and it's got things that look like it's normal, it doesn't start the way a car normally starts. Kind of just inject it with like some of my elemental lightning abilities just to get the engine going.
What's a Tesla? You have to charge it.
Yeah.
Combustion engines still work, you know.
Yeah, I
Fire.
could do fire. Yeah. I guess I
better
could
than
do
what I've
fire.
heard the Edisons are.
And Fortune is taking shotgun, right?
Yes, because Unfathomable
Got
asked.
it.
Well, that means you're expecting Fortune to take shotgun. That does not mean Fortune takes shotgun.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
The
guess
fingers on
I'm-
the nose.
and
No,
I
it's
guess
gross.
I'm the one that's gonna be, you're expecting the bull to get you to a destination, and it's not a straight shot. So let's see how this goes.
Well, yeah. I'm totally expecting that to become a roll, but we'll watch how that
Yeah,
pans out.
we are going to do another assess the situation roll, just for Fortune.
But yeah, I start up the car, I get things going, I get us out into the street. Her driving.
Because you're
is-
using your powers for your vehicle,
Sure.
please unleash your powers.
We can do that too, yeah. I hate that it's asking me to input stuff. Still a hit.
All right. So because you have you got the hit, it's going.
She's going to be tense when driving, by the way. She's not exactly the most composed. She's not a very composed individual anyways. And people who know her fairly well know that the wind that's going around the car while the car is stopped is not natural.
So the car gets going, but it's going the wrong way.
I'm in
Did you
reverse.
I
Uh,
just told to keep going.
it's going the wrong way because you have given the wrong directions. For Aura, I'd like you to make the decision: is the effect temporary and unstable, or are you taking a condition?
Temporary unstable.
All right. So it is temporary and unstable in the way that you get about halfway there, and then the entire thing kind of stops and a wheel falls off.
Well,
I said we should have stolen a bus.
Taking a bus.
we had a bus offered. Why would we have to steal one? What?
It's our bus then.
You should know, Unfathom. She refers to taking anything that she owns as stealing. She steals from herself, apparently.
Jump off the car and use my powers to lift the car up so we can put the wheel back on.
Is anyone helping with the wheel action?
Muscles.
Yeah, it's my car.
I mean,
I would.
what's the wheel made of?
That is a question for Aura.
Isn't it more
Elemental
about what kind of nuts it is?
It's yeah. We'll stick towards
Bugger it.
metal
I don't
element,
care.
but
You know,
it
he
doesn't
sounds-
seem very natural. Some of it's outright made with wind, and that's why it's inflated.
Well, that's odd. Okay.
I give up. I'm just going to do the French Canadian accent for the rest of the night. Will somebody put the damn wheel on? I'm standing here holding up the end of the car like some kind of idiot. There. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good to get that out. Oh.
Was there a help roll? I didn't even remember a help.
No, but there is team. But considering this is such an easy task,
Yeah.
for you guys just have to
Would
do
you
it.
like
Yeah,
me to
okay.
help you then hold up the car?
It's my car. I'm helping. Because
But
otherwise,
when you
I'm doing
do
it
it-
myself later.
When you do it, you get all sweaty and grunty and make swear words. I just stand here and hold it up like a classy person I am, eh?
Oh, you're so sure about that?
Look, I put on the Speedo to hide my shame. I am classy, eh?
You
I do
guys
it myself. I have
got
to
it.
remake the wheel.
So I'm going to go to the other side from Normal and lift it about a foot higher than he has it held up.
I'm just gonna go put the wheel on.
Thank you, Tortoise.
So
Now
Aura
we're
has
actually-
made a new wheel. Tortoise is
Yep.
putting the wheel on, while there is a lovely Richard measuring contest
yes, sir. As we are measuring Richards, absolutely.
between Norm, Al, and Fortune. To get it a foot higher, it's not being lifted that high to get the wheel on, so it's pretty easy to get it a foot higher. Norm, Al, are you responding to this?
I'll match him. Yeah, I should probably roll some like
For this, you're going to have to roll for
charge up my powers.
for unleash your powers.
I didn't get out of the car.
Oh, unleash
this
my
is-
powers.
if you're still in the car, we're still doing this.
Wait, is she sleeping?
Probably.
Might be.
Well,
Oh dear.
those misses might make it really interesting to be in the car for.
So the car gets lifted up an extra few feet perfectly on Future's side,
Yep.
on Fortune's side.
Yep.
However, in your attempt to bring the car up higher than Fortune is,
Mhm.
you accidentally reverse the gravitational way that you're trying to
Yep.
pull it.
Mhm.
As opposed to pushing it up, you're pulling it down. So it just
Yep.
slams into the ground.
Oh, yeah. I'm like
Fortunately
the
for you
kid.
guys, that was the engine side.
I'm that kid that jumps off the seesaw. That's what I just did.
Y'all, I can't put the tire on if
You-
you're
you know,
both waving
this-
it around.
This is why Scintilla never lets me have a real car.
Because you're
Uh,
friends.
I roll one of my active moves against Normal.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you were asleep, so you've woken up now at the
Yes,
crashing.
I've woken up to
thing.
the crashing. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
yelling out the window. What the hell just happened?
They screwed up me putting the wheel back on.
Normal, drop the car.
Fortune, he dropped the car. I'm going to get the bus, eh? Look, there's a bus. I don't even know it's the right one. I'm going, eh?
The bus door opens and goes, "Hey, you guys need help? This is Deus Ex Machina Bus Services."
You know, sounds like
Oh,
a
so
good
it's okay.
time.
So it's okay. I ride on the roof. You need fare. I'm riding on the roof.
Yeah, that's like half fair, but yeah, we still need fair.
Start rooting around inside the speedos,
Wait,
looking for
so
change
hanging
that
out
isn't
outside is
there.
better on finances. And Scintilla will be less angry if we come back with more money. Aw.
I'm
So-
not really
Right
paying
outside.
anyway. I'm just waiting for him to tell me I can ride for free.
Is this my allowance to make him let us ride for free? Because, I mean, it would be nice.
You know what? You guys are arguing pretty loudly. You guys can just come in. Because where are you guys going?
The superpowered nuclear warehouse.
Oh, you must be there to stop the people doing bad things there. Yeah, you guys can come on for free. Superheroes doing the things that they need to do right for free on Deus Ex Machina bus services.
Oh, chill.
So
It's amazing how that worked 37 minutes after we start, hey? And I climb up on the roof.
So since everyone is sold on the idea of not taking the car this time because we wrecked it again,
Yep.
I teleport the car back to base.
That'll be a
Absolutely.
fun story.
Back at
What do you-
base, you just
What are
see
you going to do
Scintilla
with the wheel? It's
look at
still
the
there in the
car.
ditch, eh?
I cannot hear Scarred.
So just because it's returned to the base, right next to Scintilla, sitting there going, and now again. Damn it.
Meanwhile, on top of the bus, you know what I just figured out? He's going to pass us just so he don't have to see us again next year.
And that's how I got there the second time. Yeah.
Yeah, that story, I got yelled down through the window. That story I want to hear, eh? I mean, I know we
You
fought
do
we,
know-
we fought the spaghetti
know
god
that does
together,
not
but
help
I don't
me
know
any.
shit about you forever.
That does not help me any. Even if he
What?
passes me, he's still going to see me next year.
Well, it don't help any of us, I don't think, but I don't think we're going to pass, so I don't think it matters, eh?
No, at least get on the bus and start moving.
Let's go punch a finks, eh?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go find whichever chair Tortoise sat down at and just sit there, so at least I have somebody who's sensible that I can take a seat beside and just pretend I'm not part of anything else going on.
That's an interesting assumption.
I like the pronunciation. Tortoise reminded me of bottom, but never mind. Great stage show.
All right. So now that you guys are all finally on the bus
And heading in the right direction vaguely.
and going the right way, it takes about 10 minutes for you guys to get to your location. It would have taken 3 minutes if you guys had all agreed to be in the car and gone the right way
Mhm.
and not typed in the wrong directions. But you know, that's not important. What is important is that now you're at the destination. See you guys. Always remember Deus Ex Machina bus services. And then the
Yeah,
bus
for sure.
drives away. And you stand,
Alright.
the
Oh.
5 of you, in front of the warehouse.
So we go in the front door, the back door, the side door, all the door, through the roof, eh? Boss, what do we do, eh?
Uh,
And then I turn around and walk away. Heading for a
So
window off to
while,
the side
while
somewhere.
she's thinking, I'm going to pull out my special goggles and put them on to see if I can get any in-depth view of the building so I can see anything interesting, because some of us brought surveillance equipment.
yeah, and once she starts doing that, Unfathomable is just gonna go, oh, come on, let's make this some fun. And she just starts walking towards the front door.
Oh,
Cool.
alright. We're doing this then.
I will follow towards the front door.
Sounds of crime can be heard inside.
This is why I'm just using the goggles. I can
They're
actually look at where we're going, but
Yeah,
I already
climbing in
know
there.
we're just walking in.
So it sounds like most of the group, 3 of the group is walking in through the front door. 1 is going in through the window.
Yep.
And the final one is standing there going, why is no one looking around to see the
No,
best
no.
tactical way
We're
to do
superheroes.
this?
If I am any of those, no, I'm going to be following. What I'd give you is I'd actually need to pick what I'd be following. But the benefit of using goggles is that you can watch and walk at the same time. I totally knew nobody would be stopping to plan. So, yeah.
That's good.
I would like to say that I am using my cloaking rig, so it only looks like there are 3 people instead of 4 people.
Absolutely.
Because no, not.
All right.
And
Yeah, no.
Where's Turtles going? Is that the front door or the window?
Front door.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Normal is the only one
We'll
going
go.
through the window because if
I'm
you're
just
Oh yeah,
letting-
then I'm not doing the window.
The only
I'm
window,
totally not windowing.
the only window that is there, the only windows that are there in the warehouse are about 2 stories up. You don't have. You don't have to unleash your powers to do it. This is a fairly easy anti-gravity situation for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have 2 choices. One of them is to lift me. The other one is to bring down the building. At this point, I choose to lift me. So I will lift myself up and do this thing against the window.
All right. While you are looking through the window and everyone else is walking, still walking towards the front door, you see the Mighty Villain Squad. That is their name. The
MVS.
Mighty Villain Squad. You see all of the villains, and you've recognized them from fighting them before. You see Ruthless Heart, the Heartbroken, Agent Gloom, Killer Swan, Larry, the Mole Man, Bridges, and Keith from marketing. The most despicable of the
Oh,
I
five.
stole Normal as soup, but that's a different problem.
That last one is mine. Eh? I kill him just for being from marketing.
Good luck with that.
I bought a Roomba. I have a shag carpet that just gets stuck in the middle of the room and don't go nowhere.
Is Norm sending all that telepathically through our fancy communicators?
Oh, that's Kevin being an idiot.
That is the question of, is Norm
Technically, I
sending
did
this
it in the
information to
accent, so
everyone else?
You did it in the end, yeah.
I did it in the accent. So yeah, hold me, hoist on my own petard. I sent that from the window. Yeah. So now I'm standing with one window, talking into my sleeve.
The minute Unfathomable hits the door, she's using her abilities to basically crumple everybody to their knees.
Oh, that's effective.
All right. So the doors swing open. Now unleash your powers. It works exactly the way you want, except for Agent Gloom. Everyone else is marked with the afraid condition. This might go really quickly.
I'm sorry.
It's totally fine.
All right, can you two or you three do whatever you do as heroes and bonk them on the head so they don't wake up?
That not exactly. I can make it so they can't move. You know, we don't have to bonk. We can not bonk things this time.
I'm going to pay attention in case there's reinforcements. If people are dealing with what's visible in front of them, I've got gear to track out what's not visible. I'm going to start looking for what isn't in front of our face.
Well, what is not in front of your face is...
Do I need to assess the situation before you tell me this?
No, because they're not trying to hide.
Okay.
Besides, this is Dirty 20 Gaming.
So you see a group of low-level grunts, most of whom have collapsed. Kind of moving boxes around. And from the far window, from far in behind the villains that you see before you, is a upward... I don't really know how to describe it. Is a kind of a viewed area that you can see the Phantom Sphinx staring down and watching everything unfold.
How much of that can I see from outside the window?
Unfortunately, only Aura can see the Dread Swan because you are looking this direction.
Yep.
And it's kind of this way.
Absolutely. How tall is this building? You said I'm looking through the second floor window.
It's about 3 stories.
Okay, I'm going to the roof.
Hey, Norm. Can you do me a favor while you're over there? Can you
Yeah,
see
for
what's in
sure.
one of those boxes? And I don't care
Yeah.
how you do it because I know
Yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
just trust you to look in.
For
If you
sure,
break
I'm
a
on it right
box-
away. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Super.
break a box, that at least solves the question easier.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. I get right on that in just a second, for sure. Oh, you're breaking up. Oh, sorry. And I turn off the radio.
Rip.
Telepathy works better.
Yeah, you're gonna have to telepathy me. I turned off my radio.
No, that is telepathy.
It is a
Oh,
telepathy
okay.
system.
Well, can I block
Um,
that?
Yes, by doing nothing but speaking football and soccer scores. By filling it with random,
Arsenal
unnecessary
2.
thoughts, you can definitely block it.
Okay.
What happens when you freeze marshmallows?
Dude, are you okay?
So since there's stuff going on up there and everyone's occupied down here, is Norm at least close enough that I can make use of his anti-gravity inside the building?
Considering he's now on the roof, he's just out of range.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, Agent Gloom has kind of gotten a little tired of waiting for you all to start going after him.
I asked.
Hey, there's a lot of people who are not saying what they're doing.
Okay.
We have no idea what Tortoise or Fortune is.
Fortune.
I mean, they're putting the boxes somewhere, right?
Well,
I mean, you said they were moving boxes around.
They are
Yeah.
moving boxes towards big trucks.
I did not communicate what's going on. I did not communicate the details. You would have heard me telling Norm that there's boxes up there. Can you tell me what's inside?
I mean, I'm assuming they're on the first floor moving boxes to like trucks at a loading bay.
No, it sounds like it's upstairs.
Norm is upstairs.
Yeah, I'm looking down through the windows on that. Yeah, you wouldn't have trucks on the second floor, right? No place to park them.
So we walked in the door. We're seeing people moving stuff to trucks.
These are within basic
Yeah.
site area.
Yeah. And we're here to stop a crime, a theft.
So I mean, it would be a problem, or at least a pain, if the doors were broken. You know, because they were ripped out of their the very annoying things. You know, when you have a garage door that you really don't want to. Garage door openers, when they break, are really annoying to fix. Or also really heavy. Only thing I don't know how to do is actually get to the garage door to break it.
As you think on this, Agent Gloom begins shooting at you.
Can I?
Oh, you're annoying to
Quick
me.
question.
Yes.
Quick question. For Scarred.
Yes.
Okay. How versatile are the force field projectors? Because
The
I'm
force field
allowed
projectors
those.
can cover one person each. It kind of a nice spherical 2-meter area.
Okay. Can I make them smaller than that?
Yes, by removing one of the batteries.
Okay.
You know,
Can I-
less energy.
Can I just put one around Dr. Gloom's hand? Like, not cutting off his hand, just like so he can't shoot anything.
Oh.
So he's just like waving the gun around.
Like one handcuff.
I'd like to say yes, but I also want you to roll something for it.
All right. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Wouldn't that be using her powers to do it?
It is.
Yeah, because you're
under-
using the invisibility field as well as force fields.
All right.
So yeah, actually no, directly engage the threat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that could be too.
So roll plus danger.
Wonderful. Woo!
All right. So now because you have successfully, you can pick 2 of either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, and or frighten the opposition. And considering what you've said, I'm going to assume that you'd want to resist and avoid the blows of the shooting that Agent Gloom is doing,
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
while creating an opportunity for your allies by putting force fields around his hand.
Yeah. I really hope I'm not breaking this.
No,
Okay.
you are not.
Fear not. It was a nice punch, but yeah, he's good at this. Fear not.
Okay.
But you did say he did shoot at us, right?
He was shooting
He's
at
trying
you,
to,
but now
yeah.
with he didn't really get any of you. They were warning shots to start with that were beginning to get closer to you, but the force fields have been put around his hands. So now with 2 pistols in his hands, he's still trying to shoot, and they're just kind of bouncing back at the gun. So he's dropping the guns, unfortunately still in the force fields. And you kind of destroyed some of his favorite guns, so he's a little angry at that.
Whoops.
You accidentally destroyed Blasty and Shooty. So
Oh, those are his favorites. Oh.
I'm gonna re-engage that cloaking.
Yeah, like Homer going into the bushes.
No. Didn't mean to
but,
do that.
He will try to swing at you while you are running away.
right.
You may want to try and defend yourself.
Okie doke. Which button is that? All right.
Savior.
Woo. With the -1.
Oh.
All right. So now, this is the fun part. You are going to take a powerful blow because you've been hit by a very strong force field by a fairly strong person.
Wonderful. Okay. So that is. So don't you have to roll for that?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I roll for nothing.
All right.
There's
so.
a rule right next to conditions.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yes, how dare you be so unsure about something that we've only never played this first time?
Speaking of actually, have we been adding to the team pool at all?
What's that?
The team pool was just you haven't added anything to the team pool. The team pool that would have started out when you guys got here was 3.
Yeah.
After everything, so you have 3 in the team pool.
I just thought there was
And I would like to
added to it additionally over time. Because yeah, we didn't go over what the use of that is either. I'm probably the only one who knows.
Right. Sorry, if you don't know what already, the team pool allows you to add to any roll that you have as a +1. By using the team in a helpful way, you can either give someone else a +1, or by using the team selfishly, you can add a +1 to yourself while explaining how you are selfishly using the team.
Okay.
And for taking a powerful blow, if you use a team,
Bad things happen.
it is going to be a -1
Okay.
as opposed to a +1 to that roll.
So I'm not gonna do that.
And I should just say to everyone, Brick mark potential and Norm Al mark potential
Okay.
because you missed.
Right.
Well, Tortoise also missed.
Yes, Tortoise also missed, but I'm waiting for conditions.
Yeah. But which die do I
No
actually
conditions.
roll for that?
It's the conditions die. It's
Okay.
right beside conditions, the dice.
Okay, I found it now, but saying it's beside conditions when I'm asking where conditions is doesn't really help.
Oh. Right side of
Conditions.
your character sheet
Okay.
Yeah.
at the top.
All right.
Yeah, it's the right side of your character sheet at the top.
That's good.
Okay.
Wow.
Yay.
Fantastic. Tell us how you weathered
Ooh.
the blow.
So he threw the force field? Is what happened?
No, he straight up hit you with the force field.
Okay. let's see. I'd like to say that because the cloaking was coming up, I could just kind of like nope around that, and because it's my own force field.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
going
Makes sense,
because
yeah.
that would have been how it defended, but that supposedly she got hit by it and it just didn't do much.
Okay.
Because that's the
Yeah, just
distinction.
sort of-
Her defense
it's just-
failed, but she weathered the blow.
It just sort
Okay.
of pushed you to the side instead of knocking you, instead of knocking you over.
So your hands are a little hurt, but everything
Yeah.
else is.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's like,
And so now mark 2 potential because you got 2 misses.
Ooh.
The unfortunate thing is now, because of this commotion that has happened with Agent Gloom, everyone else is beginning to get up.
Excellent.
Okay.
Good
Oh,
times.
okay.
I'm on the roof, right?
My
Yes.
priority is going to be, well, everyone likes to apparently deal with the big baddies that are here, but meanwhile, the rest of the baddies are trying to complete their objective. If we can stop the villains, but they run away with the stuff, we don't exactly win. So my priority is to make sure that they don't run away with our stuff. So I'm going over to that area of stuff.
All right.
How do I charge up my powers? It says when you charge up your powers, roll. Is it just a conditions mark die, or do I roll freak because that's my thing, or
I got
Oh,
it.
active thing.
For the. I actually have to check.
oh here? Let me just do what I think it is and we'll see. Yeah, that works.
All right.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
So that means I get 3 burn that I can use. Excellent. That's all
Yes.
I need to know.
And you
Wonderful.
don't mark any conditions.
No, it's the best of all possible worlds. I walk. Okay. Oh, anyway, let everybody else inside do because once I do this, it's going to kind of be a thing's going to change. So,
Okay.
everybody else have a go first.
All right.
All right.
Aura's
So
going to try and stop the.
Aura, you were
crooks.
going towards the standard human crooks that are trying to feed their families and do other things and just have a miserable life that has unfortunately led them to crime.
Yep.
So now, how are you
I-
going to beat these guys up?
Well, no, my first objective is I need to know what they're working with so that I could make use of what they're working with.
All right. So
Can
You said
I
wooden
make
boxes,
use of
right?
Tortoise's stealth ability using my mimicry so that I can get there closer?
yes, but you will have to unleash your powers to do so.
That's fine. That's one of her favorite things to do, apparently. It really is.
So it works perfectly. You managed to cloak yourself in an invisibility field.
Okay. I want to know what they're
And-
working with. Am I assessing the situation? Because this
All
really
right.
sounds like an assess the situation.
Yes. This is assessing the situation.
I should ask though first, is there anything superpowered about this? Because that will change the role. No,
For assessing
what,
the
what
situation
they
to find
have.
out what's in the box?
If what they have is in any way a superpowered phenomenon, it changes my role.
It's one of those, I can't really answer that until you
Okay.
open the box.
Then we will get some of that. So we'll assess the situation.
Just assess the situation and take a +1.
I
Because
don't
you
need a
got
+1.
13. Yeah. Okay, so you open the box and find a bunch of glowing red pills that seem to be made of copper and other glowing metals.
Ah.
Hmm.
Well, considering what I understand about metal as a principal element, from an elemental perspective, not a scientific perspective.
Yeah.
That would involve then I could totally read the files.
Or
Just simply what I
repeat
understand.
what you said?
The ability reading the files. When you encounter an important superpower
yes.
phenomenon, I get to roll.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah.
It does have to do with your powers, so that makes sense.
Yes. Makes perfect
Fun.
sense. So you understand a little bit about them.
hold on, I can. Yeah, I got hit, but I don't get the bonus. What it says for hit is tell the team one important detail you learned about your studies. The GM will tell you what, if anything, seems different from what you remember, but I do not get to ask a follow-up question.
Yes. So what is important about these?
That if they're very durable, but if they receive too much blunt impact, they will go inert for about a month. And so then nothing good will happen.
All right.
So nobody here would want them to go inert. They'd be transporting it very carefully, but it wouldn't ruin them if they go inert. It just would mean that it would really screw up all the baddies' plans.
So
It
you
might need
delay
some
the
repairs
plans.
later.
Not quite.
Yeah. Fathomable and
Yes.
Fortune, what are you guys doing?
Honestly, somebody shot at me and then attempted to swing, so I just kind of want to go in with my fist and see if I can punch the guy. And what? And
No, Unfathomable was gonna look at Fortune and be like, we're not so different. You like to.
the moment you looked over, he's like already like charging straight towards the guy. It's like,
I was trying to
Just
help.
yell it.
oh
I
yeah,
was trying to help you, but
I mean, it's one of those. The moment he kind of started shooting, that's kind of when Fortune would have taken that.
and
Oh,
So
I'm
if you want to
just
do
gonna
something right
leave my-
slight beforehand,
okay, and then Unfathomable's just gonna unleash her abilities again and see how many people she can get down this time.
all right.
If it's aggressive, though, it's actually a danger roll.
So, Fortune, please give me a directly engage a threat because you're going in to fight these villains hand to hand. And then I'll ask you who you're going after Unfathomable unleashes her powers to try and knock down as many people as she can again.
If she's knocking down people, isn't that also directly engaged threat, not unleash power?
Because she's using her powers to use fear-inducing
Yeah.
things to
Okay.
do so. It's not a directly engaging a threat, considering there's no danger to her
Fair.
as she's doing it.
I just want to check something real quick. So, would there be a pile of boxes possibly behind Dr. Gloom?
There is now.
There is now. Cool. Because as in a China shop, I can do significant amount of collateral damage if I miss or not. So either he's going into this pile of boxes or I am.
All right.
Well, don't worry. If the boxes receive blunt impact, that'll just make them angry.
Full hit.
Fun.
All right. So this is. I'm going to ask Ruth Leshart, Killer Swan, Larry Moleman Bridges, and Keith from marketing have started to get up, and then they have fallen down again.
Mhm.
Out of fear, and they're just screaming, "Ah, spiders!" Things like that.
Spiders? Are there supposed to be spiders? I don't see any spiders.
Not that you can see.
No.
Okay.
These
So
characters.
are you still going for Agent Gloom, or are you going to go for one of the downed people?
I'm going for Gloom because he seems like the biggest threat right now.
All right.
So if he wants to try to do something to prevent the throw from hitting him, I guess.
All right. So now, no, it's because you've hit.
Okay.
You're trading blows with Gloom. So are you resisting to or avoiding his blows? Are you taking something from him, creating an opportunity from your allies, or to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. You can take 2 of those options.
I mean, I'm kind of creating an opportunity to a degree because I'm removing him from the group of 5.
Okay. Are you resisting his blows in any way?
And I guess that would be the more logical one because I'm thinking he's still turned around after, trying to strike Tortoise.
Yeah. Even though Tortoise slightly gave away their position by going, spiders? I don't see any spiders. Am I supposed to see
Yeah.
spiders?
That's
Or
what
he's-
I was trying to do.
Or he's
Yeah.
panically looking around, seeing where Tortoise is, considering that they're invisible.
You kind of hear them to the side of you.
Yeah, so those are the 2. So it's resist avoiding the blows, kind of, as well as creating an opportunity.
Because of your great strength and invulnerability, you kind of manage to ram into his shields as he pulls out some kind of knife that tries to stab into you, but just breaks off as it strikes you. And then as you shoulder charge in, you knock him through a huge pile of super pilled boxes and slam him into the glass from which now you can see the Phantom Sphinx.
Fun times.
At
And
which
unfortunately,
point,
because of being terribly owned twice, Gloom is feeling a little insecure about himself.
up on the roof, I hear the violence below reaching a crescendo. Okay, here we go. And I burn to overcharge, which gives me a 10 plus guaranteed when I unleash my powers. And then I would like to use Reality Storm, which channels a destructive burst of my powers. I spend 1 burn, which is my last one, so that's all 3 of them. To engage a threat using Freak instead of Danger, but I don't have to because I got the 10 plus from the other one. I will cause collateral damage unless I spend another burn. I wouldn't have one, and even if I did, I wouldn't have burned it. So, standing on the roof, just big breath in, and he just gets dense, like neutron star kind of dense, and falls through the roof from 3 floors up, taking as much of the roof structure as I can with me.
Due to the density of yourself, the gravitational pull you have is causing
Pigeons
everything.
and-
Birds flying above you, the roof, villains from beneath you, and all of the lesser people that never really got to shine in any way, shape, or form.
The only part of this I really hate is all the dust. Just drawing it all in.
And okay, so I need everyone else to roll to defend themselves.
Yeah, I'm afraid there is going to be some collateral damage. Uh-oh.
Nope.
Oh, yay. Oh, yay. So far, I think I only killed 1 person. Oh, that's 2.
But you don't know that one's in the pile of you.
Are having
No,
a
I've-
party.
I have no idea. I just landed on top of the room, so I don't know who's underneath all this rubble.
I expect that because I've got surveillance gear, I totally predicted he was about to do this. So I'm already off against the wall, ready for the ceiling to fall. But he made a split decision and didn't communicate anything to the team about it.
Nope.
So I
So
didn't even get to warn anyone.
a big rock hits Tortoise in the head. So please take a powerful blow.
All right.
Well,
Wonderful.
a big rock is about to fall and hit you in the head. Take a powerful blow.
All right. Let's see.
And that's just one of them. Bum-tsh. Oh,
All right. So now,
and I didn't know the Sphinx was in here, so whatever enemy I directly engaged was not the Sphinx. So
Pretty sure the building was the enemy.
it kind of
that's
was.
quite possible. Yeah.
So now you either lash out verbally to provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground. Your opposition gets an opportunity after. I'm just going to say mark 2 conditions. Really, this makes the most
That's
sense.
just Yep.
You get hit
Fair enough.
directly in the head, knocks you on the ground. Mark 2 conditions.
One of the cool things about these Tuesday games and playing games we've never played before is we figure out how we have to change them to make them stream efficiently. So it usually involves pruning a ton of rules, and that is proving to be the case again tonight. So
I feel like it's less
Learn.
pruning and more just me making the decision.
that is the secret to being a GM. F the rules, you are God. That's
All
the
So unfathomable. Please take a powerful blow as a steel girder comes towards you.
Steal yourself.
Unfortunately, your powers.
Oh,
no! Give me a second. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you an option here. You can
Okay.
either lose control of your powers, causing everyone else to mark the afraid condition,
Okay.
or you can be knocked out.
I'm gonna be nice. Knock me out.
All right, the steel girder hits you. You try to use your powers against it, but steel girders don't feel fear. And then you just immediately you're clunked on the head and out of commission.
Oh, okay.
Thus, we've lost one. What is affecting Tortoise right now?
That would be afraid and angry.
You're currently afraid. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
Can't imagine who you'd be angry at.
Mm.
As
I'm
the
sorry.
as the dust and some red mist settles.
On the bright side, well, from Norm's point of view, he is now just ripped, just like Arnie before he was in the movies, kind of ripped. Still wearing his yellow unitard and his little red speedo.
The red speedo is all that survived.
In that
Oh.
case, love you, man. In that case, there's a little tiny past chest hair, just like this big, just here, just a little one, and it's off center. So yeah.
Fun.
I'm going to make use of my communicator directly to Tortoise and mention to her that making use of all this stuff actually can help the situation. Surprisingly, Norm actually did us a lot of good by crushing a lot of these supplies. It worked out really well. You have to think about it the way our professor's been talking about this kind of stuff before. It was something that still led to our advantage. There was a lot of problems for us, but things are still going to work out. So what I'm basically doing is my heroic tradition. I'm comforting using something I think my mentor would mention.
Right. All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
as the dust and red mist settles and Norm comes out,
Do I roll for
something
that would help with her
builds.
securing her.
Oh yeah, no, you're doing support. Go ahead,
Okay.
roll for that.
All right.
Done.
Okay. All right.
So
Fine.
mark off a condition. Tortoise mark off, take off a condition, and Aura mark potential.
I get a mark potential.
Yeah, that's what happens when you support someone.
Nice.
Oh, and add a team to the pool.
Oh, also.
Oh, okay. I'm on it.
Oh,
Somebody else got that?
I got
Oh
it.
wait, no, add a team to the pool. Sorry, it's add a team to the pool or
Done.
clear a condition of your own, but you don't have any conditions, so it's just adding a
Yep.
team to the pool.
That's how I was adding team before.
We'll use
Yeah,
the
I gotta
pool
do
next
that
time.
more.
We'll use the pool in the long campaign.
The
It's one shot.
Unfortunately, from the shadows comes the Phantom Sphinx, incorporeating himself back together, and he just kind of looks around and
Wow,
goes,
that's 2 words in one night. Reheave and incorporealating.
"Recorporealating," I think is what I should have said. And he kind of looks around, a little shocked, at all of the death that's just happened here. And so now he's kind of angry.
Mhm.
And he is going into his pockets to pull out a little tiny vial of the superpowered materials. He pops the cap and he downs them all.
Did I notice?
Your powers last longer than 4
Did
hours.
I
No,
notice?
not the wrong kind of pills.
Yeah.
Especially because I had my eye on tortoise recently there. So did I notice? That was about the same direction.
You kind of notice, but not enough to really stop it.
No, I don't care about notice. I just want to know what it does.
Okay. So, I feel like wrapping up. The Phantom Sphinx becomes much larger and much more powerful. You can see the pharaoh disguise that looks like cheap dollar store crap in this close distance. Just snap and break. And he goes, I am all might. And then he dies.
Negable vial.
All right.
Upon
Um,
upon remembering what the Professor Scintilla said, these are radioactive superpower elements.
Yeah.
So he just ate a bunch of radiation.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking it would give him extra superpowers.
So I think I know what I got from reading the file.
do not eat more than one at a time. Understood.
Yep.
Can I attempt
so
to
you guys-
directly engage him to use my powers to make him sink into the ground so we bury the radiation where nobody cares?
I don't think that's
Absolutely.
engaging a threat.
You can
though, 'cause
unleash your
it's-
powers to do so.
Yeah.
Unleash my powers. Okay, that means I get to use freak, which means there's a chance. The other way was danger. There was no way.
All right.
There you go.
So you push him into the ground. But
Yes.
the effect is a little temporary because you don't push him into the ground hard enough. So it kind of, you try to push him into the ground as much as possible, but then suddenly your grip slips for just a second
Yeah.
and it shoots back up through the sky.
Yep.
I would have been more intrigued if you went for unstable instead of temporary. That would have
Oh,
been
no,
a lot funnier.
I could just see.
It would have
you
just
trying
been
to
half
shove
of
him,
him,
like trying to
crushed
sink-
in the other one.
like trying to sink a whole poon noodle at the same time, and it's like he just won't stay down, and then finally, and up the other end, he's stuck to the roof now. Yeah.
There isn't a roof though.
Oh, that's right. So he's just going.
He's just
Oh.
going as quickly as he can
Oh.
into outer space.
Oh.
That
So
works.
possibly one of the first contact an alien species will have with us is a naked white dude with a big
Yes.
beard that suffered a terrible radiation heart attack. That's
And
not how it
some-
works.
And some explosive decompression. Eh? Holy shit.
Well,
Right,
don't worry.
danger not-
He's going to pass through atmosphere without protection.
What Fortune wants to do is run over and take the steel girder off of Unfathomable, and seeing the pharaoh, the Sphinx going into the sky, he wants to hurl the girder in pursuit.
Unleash your
I'm
powers
also
for that.
positive. I'm
Oh wait,
also.
no. Sorry. Sorry, no. Aura, say what
Yeah.
you were going to say.
I was going to say, I'm also positive after my previous discovery and after Norm's action that the entire supplies is inert. Everything's
No, the
inert.
entire thing is inert. It's
Yeah.
just he had this little extra bit.
Yeah.
But now he comes. Suddenly, there's a little twinkle in the sky, and it starts shooting back down.
Oh, 'cause I lost. I
So
stopped
with the
thinking
steel
about
girder,
it.
with the steel girder, you're ready up to hit it like a baseball. But you miss.
I miss, and the steel girder is going flying towards Norm.
Oh yeah.
You successfully hit the Phantom Sphinx back into the sky, back through the atmosphere and into space. Unfortunately, it kind of let go of the steel girder.
Accident.
It was flying at Norm.
For all those times that Normal beat you at Fall Guy, because that's in the backstories that we play Fall Guy when we're not doing this. So for all those times you accidentally let go of the girder. I am so Normal is so self-centered. He's not even looking. So yeah, just max it out.
Take a powerful blow.
Can I actually attempt
Oh,
to
please.
assist in this? And, like,
Yes, you can.
Which
To
assisting
make
who?
it worse?
no. To put a force field like in between Norm and the beam.
Normally,
like-
I'd say that this is an assist team action, but instead, I'm just going to have you unleash your powers.
All right,
Yep.
because you know.
And
This is
I
funnier.
assist this
yeah.
move by
Okay,
making use of my mimicry to
Mm.
like just help her.
so
Alright.
take a +1 to your roll as well.
All right, so that'd be a 3. And if it
Mm.
goes wrong, I already have something for that too.
Okay.
And I'm rolling
Okay.
defend.
It's not going wrong.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah, it works perfectly, but
okay.
it bounces off, and then it doesn't bounce off even then. It just hits it, and then
Yeah.
Woo.
And,
it loses
apparently
all
I am-
inertia.
yeah.
Just falls to the
And
ground.
apparently I am completely oblivious to that whole thing.
And then I drop the force field on Norm.
So unfortunately, even though the beam stopped,
That's fair.
flat, the force field just kind of tipped over and hit him.
Not,
And only
not
only
a
the
deadly
lips and
thing.
the eyelid, only the lips and the eyelids can move. That's fair for sure, right? Yeah, I dropped the whole building on you. Blink, blink.
This bright orange sphere is just on top of you.
Oh, it clashed so bad with these speedos.
Oh, yeah, it really does. Yep.
Suddenly you hear a beep beep and bus door opening. And Deus Ex Machina bus services, I'm here to take you back to the university.
I'm still unconscious.
Yeah, we've got a
are.
gurney.
Yeah, I'm going to help with transporting our team leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll help with that.
You know, I think I
because
stay
if
here. 'cause-
I'm not. My mentor would be livid if I came back without actually being the one to support and help our team leader. So
I mean, I
I'm
guess we do
definitely
need
making
everybody.
sure I'm on that.
Don't we?
I think for sure you leave me here, right? Because I'm pretty sure we failed.
No, we need you.
Oh no, you
Sorry,
get to
Deus
do
Ex
this too.
Machina, make sure everyone gets on the bus. The guy snaps his fingers and everyone's on the bus.
Ah, shit, I don't like that at all, eh?
This dimension
Oh.
is so weird. It's so weird. What is
All
going
right.
on?
Oh, by the way, you should wake up. And you wake up.
You Dallas us, you bastard. It was all a dream.
Oh, no, it's Unfathomable wakes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the
No,
sea.
no.
Just with some sore
What
ribs.
I would find funny so far is my character's already speculating that this guy got paid off by the professor.
Chances are pretty good. Anyways, he drives you back to the
Just
university.
a contract with the school. It's fine.
It's a contract with the school.
Yeah.
He drives you all back to the university, and you all walk with a bit of a skip in your step of a successful mission back to the professor.
No.
A skip in your step and a lump in your speedos in the back.
And so then so quickly, I just want to, do you guys think you passed this?
There's not the open L. I'm not even going to the classroom. I'm going to the coffee shop. Hey, get that
Oh
nice,
no.
nice
Oh,
cup
no,
of
you get-
cappuccino. Oh,
yeah,
shit,
Tortoise
shit, shit,
is
shit.
dragging Kevin.
Tortoise grabs
Norm.
Norm by
Yeah.
the chest hair and just
Yeah. Oh,
There's
for sure.
nothing
Yeah,
else to
okay.
grab.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, hey. You know what? Oh, you made me care. Oh, I come now for sure, right? You can let go. Oh.
Unfathomable is trying to skip out as well because she's like, fuck it, I'm getting kicked out. I tried.
No.
No,
Just gonna-
I'm making sure our team leader is
careful.
being there.
She'll grab you
Everyone-
by the chest there too.
No, I am supposed to look after Unfathomable. She's not leaving my sight if she's not being there.
Oh,
It's already unconscious once, but nobody knows that. Yeah.
So now you all stand in front of Professor Scintilla. And he looks at you and goes, well, congratulations, y'all passed.
This dimension
what?
is
Say
so
that again.
weird.
You're also all expelled.
Okay, there we
But
go.
you passed. You completed your objective, but you killed everyone. So
I'm pretty sure Gloom survived.
So, like a 1.0, that's not a very good GPA, right?
Oh.
not only are you expelled, but you're going to prison.
Well,
Again.
next to nope.
Well, if
Bye.
I get, at least when I get
Tortoise
out,
steps
I'm already
outside of
dressed
the
to go to
universe.
work at McDonald's. Eh? The remains of the yellow and red.
Tortoise steps out of the universe and avoids the police. Everyone else is arrested.
Yeah.
Unfathomable's gone. Are you serious? No, she's lived this life. She knows how to do it.
Oh, no,
I-
Unfathomable, you're just welcomed back to prison.
yeah.
Entire area is surrounded. They just didn't suspect the tortoise would be able to step outside of a universe.
I've got recordings of my involvement. I've got evidence that I did nothing but generally just try to watch. I caused no damage.
Yeah, that unfortunately still makes you an
You're an
accomplice.
Yeah.
No,
I go to jail
was an
voluntarily.
accomplice.
I plead guilty to everything, and I'm going voluntarily. This will be fun.
I'll be queen there again, so I don't care.
Yeah.
So this has brought an end to the episode of How Heroic Can You Be?
Answer, not really.
Not.
Oh no.
Oh well. So I think 0 out of 6 people thought that's how that was going to go.
This is actually exactly how I kind of thought it was going to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, the 2 out of 6 people thought that's how that was going to go. That's good. With that, wow. Many thank yous are in order. What a game. Thank you so much. Scarred, I'm going to get back to you at the end again because, you ran it, so you get the special thank you at the end. Let's just do it in the same order, more or less the same order I think we did it on the way in. Fortune, played for us by Nick. You didn't get to thump anything really, but
I did.
you did it. Yeah, you got one.
did.
You got one bad guy for sure. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for playing a superhero and helping us sort of test this system and see how it's going to work going forward. So thank you very much for that. Sans Unfathomable was a joy to watch as a leader because I don't take this the wrong way, but I didn't see a lot of leadership out of Unfathomable. But I think that was kind of the point. So thank you for playing the leader who wouldn't lead. I love it. And Tortoise, played for us by Luna. Thank you so much as always. I'll say it again. I say the same thing every time. Every one of your characters is different, but every one of them has got this heart at the center that is just a good person. But it just most of the time just gets completely run over by the idiots and the rest of the party. So
It's
Not
fun.
helpful when an idiot is one of the ones
It's
running the
fun.
game.
there's going to be an apology at the end of all of this too, from me for playing chaotic asshole all night. But I don't get to do it very often. Lanny, thank you so much for joining us. It's a very different world than anywhere else that role plays. So thank you for leaping into that and going with the flow. Appreciate it very much.
I went with my absolute no combat involvement the whole time.
Absolutely.
I
Welcome
had
to Dirty
plans
20 Gaming.
to have a character who would never combat, and that's why I
Yeah.
never made an aggressive move.
Perfect, because that's Dirty 20 Gaming in a nutshell. We've got 3 games a week, and there's only one of them there's ever any fights in. And even those are short and sweet. But anyway, but thank you very much for joining us. Scarred, again, one more second, because you're part of this apology too, and so is everybody else in this room. I was just the worst player in the history of role playing ever. I
I was really hoping that that's what you'd bring, though.
I know you didn't expect any different, but it doesn't make it any better. I just spent 90 minutes saying no, fuck off instead of yes and. So I would like to thank all of you for putting up with that. It will not happen again. It's now out of my system. I really needed to do that. I appreciate it very much. And now, Scarred, thank you so much, man.
I don't know, when you fell through the roof, that felt like you were just going with the flow. So
Oh,
I feel you're being hard on yourself. You
No.
went with the flow. I was
Oh,
totally expecting
Yeah.
Norm to fall through the ceiling gravitationally.
Oh,
So
there was
was I.
never any
That was
question it was
a
going to
total yes
happen.
ad.
It was thematically consistent, but yeah, I'm usually a better team player than that. So I took the opportunity tonight to not be one, and that was fun.
The entire
But-
team was chaotic stupid.
Yes,
you did
no.
great.
I know. So it fit right in. So it worked. That's why I knew I could get away with it.
No one was
But
trying to be a team.
Scarred, man, and that's perfect because we never touched the team dice, which is absolutely thematically consistent with what we played. But Scarred Adventurer, I knew from previous experience that running superhero campaigns is friggin' tough. Why? Because superheroes, the cities go, people just die. Everything nothing stops them. The only thing you got to do is follow along with a pen and a piece of paper and keep track of collateral damage. I don't understand the level of bravery that you chose to come out here and do this, and now you're going to do it for us. I'll let you make the official announcement. 3 weeks on each of the other shows, so 4 weeks from this weekend. But thank you very much for running this for us. You stopped looking down at whatever notes you had like 42 seconds into this, so I know exactly what that means, which means you were on your toes all night, and thank you so very, very much for doing this for us.
I literally just have names with conditions that I would go, okay, and then I have to mark this one off, and this one. Then once this one's done, then they're out of the fight.
Yeah, well, man.
My-
Herding
my-
cats is one thing. Herding superpowered cats is a whole different thing. You're a very brave, man. Thank you very much.
I do
Yes.
not know if you actually caught on how I was trying to twist things. I was trying to do the right thing the whole time, knowing
Oh,
that
yes,
in a group
yeah.
of people who were totally not, that was my form of chaos.
Somebody had to. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to play the straight person to the 4 gags. Right? But with that, there are still 2 thank yous left. Thank you to everybody in Twitch that watched tonight. I appreciate it very much. These screenshots are new. We've only done 3 of them, so thank you for taking a day out of the middle of your week, unlike the weekend, like everything else is. Appreciate that very much for tuning in and watching. And for everybody that's going to watch this in the future on YouTube, thank you to all the future people. That one's always weird. It is so strange. Thank you to all the potential people in the future. And with that, Scarred, anything you want to go out on? It's your show.
Yeah, because Kevin actually mentioned it. I will be doing this again sometime in the future.
Yes.
And like you said, about 4 weeks.
Yep.
I'm gonna need to get the
did-
exact date back down again, but I'm going to be doing this as a more serious campaign with some other players as well in a superhero heroic kind of scenario. Once again, a school. This one was a school, not because I wanted it to, but because it was funniest.
Yeah.
And so
I'm
now,
sorry. That's like that's like how this character pans out. The last time I tried to have this class,
But
and it's like,
the,
oh yeah, and it says you could be a student, and then suddenly it's all a school thing.
yes. But I do intend to do this sometime soon. I don't have a perfect name for it, but it will be the same system with some lovely people, which I will announce later as well.
Yeah, we will stay tuned over at the Discord again. Another excellent chance to type that over here for the 3rd or 4th time tonight.
Yes.
Discord.
There
we go.
Yay.
But
Yeah,
aside from that, it was a wonderful time to GM for everyone, and I
Thank you
can't wait
very
to do something
much,
like this again.
Scarred.
Thank you so
Scar.
much. I
for your
appreciate it very much.
awesome
It's,
story.
I know what it's like in that chair, and yeah, thank you. I
You mean
appreciate that very much.
uncomfortable? This
Yes,
is not a very
that's-
good chair.
Yes, it's all about the comfort of the chair. You got to get a better chair. That's exactly what this is.
I really
So,
do.
just to add a little bit to what you said before we bail out of here, you're going to be, as some of our regulars know, I'm doing seasonal stuff on Saturdays and Sundays, and those seasons are coming to an end in 3 more weeks. And then after that, I'm taking a week off, maybe 2 weeks. We're not 100% sure yet. But to fill the void so that you guys have got something to watch and something to do on those days where we see you here every week, so we don't want you to have to go somewhere else and find something else to do, Scarred is going to run a version of this game in a longer campaign, but it's going to be broken up. So we're going to see it in sections between the seasons. So like they used to do on summertime TV. That's where reality TV came from. It's stuff to do between the regular seasons. So
Reality TV came because of writer strikes.
yeah, that and televised poker. Anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But with that, so yes, stay tuned over on Discord. All the information will be there. Also, if anybody's watching that is not a member of the Discord already, please join, because we can get you out here on stream. Every Fridays we do Friday Night Fun Shots, and they are silly games. The characters are created in a matter of moments before we start. There is no requirement necessary other than show up and be silly.
You still have space for Friday too.
Absolutely. We got one space, I think one space left for this Friday, and more for the future spaces as Fridays as well. So join Discord, join those. We'll get you in the cycle, and we will take it from there. With that, as always, until next time, please be nice to each other. Good night.